Hello, thank you for joining us and welcome to the second edition of the Tourbit Tourism 4.0 webinar. I'm Blanca Cros, coordinator of the Tourbit project. Before starting, I would like to share with you a short glimpse on what Tourbit project is and why we are organizing this webinar. Tourbit is a European project co-founded by the COSME program of the European Commission. The project started in January 2022 and will end on June 2024. And who we are? We are a consortium of 8 partners located in 7 destinations. From Catalonia, there is the Barcelona Chamber of Commerce and the Catalan Tourist Board that we are the coordinators. Then from France, there is Paris and Co, Slovenia Artur, from Belgium, Hub Brussels, from Finland, Lapland, University of Applied Science, from Iceland, Iceland Tourism Cluster, and from Portugal, Nest. What is our goal? Our goal is to support the tourism SMEs in their digitalization process. And how we are going to do this? By working around 3 main areas. The first one is learning, providing knowledge through studies, capacity building, and sessions and webinars. The second one, building synergies, boosting synergies between the tourism and technology ecosystem through co-creative workshops, startup talks, and Tourbit community. And the third one is testing digitalization project that providing financial support to the tourism SMEs for the implementation of digitalization projects. Through this webinar, we aim at presenting the main results of the publication we have released on the current top technologies and their application in the tourism ecosystem. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Kristian Sievers. I work for the Lapland University of Applied Sciences, and my pleasure and honor is in this webinar to present briefly the second year release report on the top technologies and solutions for the tourist SMEs. It is part of the actions of Tourbit project, which Blanca already explained the major steps and objectives. The yearly report is now in the second phase. The first one was published in May 2022, and now the current one will be available in April 23. We will have one more, which is published next year in about 1 year's time. This year, we will be concentrating on the second stage of technologies. Those of you who have read the first episode or first version of the report, remember that we have divided technologies into 3 maturity levels. First one, getting ready, where we presented those sort of mandatory first step digital solutions, which basically all of the tourist SMEs should be able to understand and use and take in their business model. This year, we are in the level of getting ready. Bit more advanced technologies, bit of them where more information might be needed on how to benefit from them and what they are about, and maybe not that needed for all of us, but at least the understanding and the process that how relevant they are should be done by the majority of tourist SMEs anyway. Next year, the theme in next year's report is leaping ahead. When we are looking for more advanced, more maybe unique solutions that still need to be gathered, and in next year's report we will also a bit more evaluate their importance. The report has been put together by the consortium members of Tourbit, and we have been using extensive literature research, looking through trend reports, technology reports, etc., and also done interviews in all of the partner countries in order to find out and summarize the situation for these technologies now and giving advice for the tourist SMEs. We will be looking at 4 main technologies this year: cloud computing, contactless technology solutions, cybersecurity, and of course, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, I think, has been used by majority of companies and people this year. It's really breaking through, and it is a good example of how important it is yearly to have a look what digitalization offers and what is going on in the market. Of these 4 technologies that will be presented in the report, also 4 interviews, discussions are part of this webinar where you can hear views and opinions and expert perspectives on how they should be used in the tourist SMEs and development of companies. Contactless, just briefly introducing the main points of those technologies. Contactless as an area has been existing for a long time, but it's a good example where COVID-19 put the pressure that we really needed to transform and develop our processes in the companies, how to help people to come to our customers to use our services without touching anything and feeling more safe. The COVID as such is less important at the moment, although of course cases still exist, which means that, and then it's an indicator that in the future as well, contactless services will be vital and important for many companies and can give competitive advantages to tourist SMEs, which can help in using those. Cybersecurity, although unfortunately this year we've been having issues with the real security, of course, through the war, etc. But cybersecurity is an issue which tourist industry really has to take seriously. We deal with a lot of confidential data. We will have a lot of information about our customers, our operations, our partners, and I'm sad to say, but that's an area where we have to be really careful and know which are the solutions, how to be safe, how to provide safety in the cyber world for our own information and also for the information of third parties and our customers. So cybersecurity is an issue that will be discussed in the report as well as in the report as well. And more sort of activity where tourist SMEs have been having some challenges to see the benefits is cloud computing, where we are becoming more and more digital in our activities. We have to have a systems on an effective systems. Where do we store its data? How do we include processes that are effective, and how do we really benefit from the digitalization in our back office activities as well as different things in order to save cost, save time, and be sort of lean in our operations. So cloud computing is one solution for that, and more service providers are also targeting tourist SMEs, and there's a good opportunities for improving the processes in tourist companies. And then the last, but not by no means least, is our artificial intelligence. As said, and many of the listeners most likely have been hearing speeches made by ChatGPT. We hear it in the news that whatever can be done with artificial intelligence, also now coming up with things that you shouldn't be doing with artificial intelligence. There are limitations coming in education, in other areas in our societies. But artificial intelligence is most likely going to change a lot of the things that what we have been used to doing it. It gives us tools, opportunities to save time, take away time from sort of repetitive works and concentrate on thinking. It helps us in data analytics. It can help us in many things, from marketing to, as said, to data analytics, planning, writing, and many of these things. So I do recommend that all the technologies that we're going to talk about are important, but please at least try some of the artificial intelligence tools already. Listen to the webinar about the benefits of all technologies and read the report, which will be available on our website, tourbit.eu. Wish you interesting moments with the continuing of our webinar. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. In the framework of the Tourbit project, we're organizing this webinar about Tourism 4.0, and we're interviewing some specialists on different technologies who can explain us how different technologies are useful, beneficially, and also needed for the digitalization adoption of tourism SMEs. So today I'm very glad to present you to Angelo Virzí, who is account manager at Nubemsystems based in Catalonia, with whom we will be having a very interesting conversation about cloud computing. So hello, Angelo, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Sandra, and hello, everybody.
Thank you. So please, could you introduce a little bit more about yourself and also about what are you doing at Nubemsystems, please?
So I'm Angelo Virzí, I'm the account manager of Nubemsystems, and Nubemsystems started 21 years ago right now, and is the IT, so we offer IT services and maintenance to different kind of company, but especially with the tourism sector. We have a lot of our customer from hotel companies, bigger company like Marriott, Hilton, and some other properties. And we give all the different services from the beginning, the project. We give all our experience to give the best service and offer to give to them customer, especially in IT.
That's great. And if we would like to go a bit more in detail on cloud computing, how do you perceive the opportunity for the tourism sector concerning the use of cloud computing solutions?
So the use of cloud computing solution can be very beneficial for the tourism sector in terms of efficiency, accessibility, and scalability. For example, the cloud can provide tourism companies with access to data analysis tools, allowing them to collect and analyze information on customer preferences and market trends. In addition, the cloud also enables the storage and processing of large amount of data, which can enhance the ability of tourism companies to offer a personalized and improved customer experience. Another benefit of the cloud is the ability to improve the accessibility of online booking and travel management systems. With the cloud, the system can be accessible from anywhere and anytime, which can improve the efficiency and productivity of the tourism businesses and their employees. Finally, the cloud also offers greater scalability for tourism businesses, allowing them to quickly adjust their data processing and storage capacity as market needs change. In resume, cloud computing can offer a wide range of benefits to the tourism sector, including improved efficiency, accessibility, and scalability. As a result, many tourism companies are adopting cloud solutions to improve their process and offer better service to their customer.
Thank you. So it is quite clear, but what you are saying is there is an increase of profitability at the end for the tourism SMEs adopting cloud computing technology. Would you have any additional comment on that to elaborate?
Not for now, but I think that will be the present and the future. A lot of company they already start, but some of the companies start right now to make this change because they start to know how is work the cloud. That's why.
Okay, so then, Angelo, could you please let us know which are the obstacles that you foresee regarding the adoption of cloud computing solutions in the tourism sector?
So we have different points there. One is the data security and privacy. Tourism businesses often handle sensitive data, such as credit card information and personal customer data. Therefore, data security and privacy are important concerns when considering the adoption of cloud solution. It is important for touring businesses to understand the security measures offered by the cloud providers and ensure that their data is protected. Lack of technical skills is another point. Adopting cloud solution requires specialized technical skills, such as cloud infrastructure management and cloud data management. Many tourism companies may not have these skills within their staff and may require outsourcing or in-house training to acquire them. And another thing is the integration with the existing systems. Touring businesses often have existing IT systems that must be integrated with cloud solution to ensure the successful implementation, ensuring the integration between existing system and new cloud systems can be technically challenging and may require significant change to existing processes.
And connected to that a little bit, what do you think are the most common misconceptions around cloud computing, and what is the true value?
The cloud, thinking that they think that a lot of misconception. The cloud is insecure. One of the most common misconception is that the cloud is insecure and that the storing data in the cloud represents a significant security risk. However, in reality, cloud suppliers have very robust security measures in place to protect their customer data. In addition, storing data in the cloud can be more secure than storing data locally, as cloud suppliers have dedicated security teams and can perform real-time security update. Another thing is the cloud is very expensive. Is another misconception that the cloud is very expensive and that the only charge enterprise can afford to adopt cloud solution. However, cloud suppliers often offer tiered pricing based on usage, and which means that enterprise can start with low-cost cloud solution and scale as needed. In addition, in the long-term cost saving that can be realized from the cloud can be significant. In resume, have different kind of points, but there are several common misconceptions about cloud computing and its true value. In reality, the cloud can be secure, affordable, easy to use, and suitable for businesses of any size. By understanding this common misconception, companies can make informed decisions about whether the cloud is right for their business needs.
Thank you. I think it's very interesting what you have done right now on balancing these misconceptions with these positive sides, and to give really the understanding on what is the value for the tourism SMEs behind the cloud computing technology. So thank you very much, Angelo.
Thank you.
Hello to all. My name is Marta Salvador. I am Innovation Coordinator at NEST Tourism Innovation Center. And today we will be talking about contactless technologies. As you know, contactless can be very generic, can be applied to payments, to biometrics. But however, contactless can also be defined as a set of technologies that allow communication and data transfer without the need for physical contact between devices. The most commonly used are for payment transactions, for access control, for ticketing, in hotels for check-in, check-out. But for these explanations, we have an expert today with us, which is Miguel Farinha from Paybyrd. Hello, Miguel, and welcome.
Hi.
Have you here? Nice to have you here.
Good morning. Yes, thank you. Also, I'm very glad with the invite.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for accepting our invitation, and we are very glad to have you here. I would start first to ask you to talk a little bit about Paybyrd and how do you operate in the market?
Okay, so I'm Miguel Farinha. I'm the Customer Success Director of Paybyrd. Paybyrd is a fintech that delivers a unified platform and service approach, offering seamless plug-and-play payments, even in complex environments. So we were founded in 2018, and we are actually operating already in 6 European countries, and we are going to be in more 2 continents this year. As I was saying, Paybyrd was founded to revolutionize the payment experience, offering not just payment acceptance, but also revenue growth and optimized payment value. As a payment initiator, we initiate transactions on behalf of the payee, and our payment gateway acts as a front end, smoothly facilitating payments between the payer and payee. Simple as that.
Okay. So as you know, our project focuses mainly on small and medium enterprises. We would like to understand more, how do you perceive the opportunity for the tourism sector concerning these contactless solutions, and can you give us some cases on your company?
Yeah, yes, in fact, I think that contactless can be encompassed within a broader scope of digital payments experience. We can include it other forms of payments such as mobile payments, online payments, and my preferred one, the pay-as-you-go payments. For instance, Uber is a great example. We insert a card in the Uber platform, and we are just consuming their service, and without the worry of insert more payment cards for the trips. Digital payment experience solutions benefit both merchants and customers, and simplify the payment journey in several ways. Firstly, the digital payments eliminate the need for cash, which can be an hassle for tourists and also for merchants who may have to carry different currencies or need to convert money at high fees. Secondly, digital payment solution can reduce the time spent in payment queues, as payments are processed quickly and efficiently. This is particularly important in busy tourist areas, where long queues can deter customers from making purchases, for example. Also, digital payment solutions can provide greater transparency and control for the payer, as they can easily track their spending and manage their budget using digital payment tools and apps, for instance. Also for the merchant, facilitates the management of payments. It's very clear on that because they don't have to manage money. Overall, digital payment solutions simplify the payment journey by providing a faster, more convenient and transparent payment experience.
If I could
enhance the overall tourism experience for the
You facilitate the seamless experiences for tourism, which is something that we look for so much to reduce the obstacles, of course, on the experience. So one of the questions that one poses is how contactless could increase the profitability on the tourism chain, as we are talking about different players, from hotels to tourism operators, agencies. I mean, the value chain is huge. And how can we add profitability?
Well, when considering this evolution in payment experience, the tourism businesses can realize several benefits. Faster and simpler payments, of course, improved customer experience and increase the revenue for merchants. By adopting digital payment solutions, mainly the business can streamline their payment process, reducing queuing times and making transactions more efficient. The enhanced customer experience can lead to increased satisfaction and loyalty, resulting in repeat business and positive more word of mouth recommendations. Moreover, digital payment solutions offer a range of data insights that business can use to optimize their operations, for instance, marketing and pricing strategies. Also, This is important because these digital solutions can allow to capture and analyze data about the customer's spending patterns, preferences, behaviors, and business can tailor their offerings and service to meet the needs of their customers, while also identifying new opportunities for revenue generation.
Great. So, Miguel, from your experience, also there is the other side. We can see clearly the benefits, but also there is the other side of the difficulties. What obstacles do you foresee regarding the adoption of these technologies for the tourism sector?
I think that the obstacles can be divided in two different points of view: the merchant side and the customer side. The merchant side, knowledge to support digital payments for sure. This may require business to invest in new point-of-sale systems or upgrade their existing systems to support digital payments. Additionally, digital payment solutions can be a little bit vulnerable to hacking and other types of digital fraud, which can put both business and customers at a risk. This can be particularly concerning in the tourism industry, where customers may be traveling and using their payment methods in unfamiliar environments. Another challenge is the regulation. I think that it's a general preoccupation of all the sectors. In the terms of the customers, they can be, or they may be unfamiliar with these options, and they can feel not comfortable to using them. For this issue, business will need to invest in education and also a kind of awareness campaigns to help customers understand the benefits and of digital payments. Also, cultures may have different preferences when it comes to payment methods, which could limit the adoption of digital payment solutions in certain regions or among certain customer demographics. Overall, the main challenge is to find the right partners that have the knowledge and solutions to fit the specific needs of the tourism and hospitality sector. By addressing this challenge and partnering with the right providers, business can overcome the obstacles to adopt the digital payment solution and provide their customers with a more seamless payment experience.
Great, Miguel. You mentioned something around the capacitation of people, and that is something that is a huge challenge that we have been tackling around all the technologies, not only on the contactless, but of course the other ones that we have, the artificial intelligence, the blockchain, IoT, and that is something that I think we should invest in the following years. I would like to pose you one last question, which is what are the common misconceptions around the contactless payments and its true value? How can you elaborate on this?
Yeah, well, there are several common misconceptions about it, about digital payments and contactless. One of them, I think it's the main misconception, is that digital payments are not secure. Some people believe that digital payments are not secure and are more vulnerable to fraud and hacking. However, digital payment providers have developed advanced security measures to protect against fraud and ensure the safety of customer data. Another misconception is that digital payments are complicated. Many people believe that digital payments are difficult to use. However, also digital payment solutions have become increasingly user-friendly and intuitive, with many providers offering simple and streamlined payment process. Another misconception, and we see that a lot, is that digital payments are only for tech-savvy customers. It's not true. And digital payment solutions are designed to be accessible to all customers regardless of their technical expertise. And finally, I think that this is very important also from the merchant point of view. There are a big misconception that digital payments are expensive. Some people believe that digital payments are expensive with high transaction fees and hidden charges. However, digital payment solutions can often be more cost-effective than traditional payment methods with lower transaction fee and there is not such a thing like hidden charges. The true value of digital payments lies in their ability to provide a more convenient, secure, and cost-effective payment experience for both businesses and customers. I think that resumes this point. And if you allow me, Marta, another thing that I was referring also, one of the big advantages from my point of view is that digital payments can provide valuable data insights for business, okay?
And that is something very important because we need data to drive our strategy and to know how can we leverage our offer, of course. Could you just tell us in the tourism sector, what kind of players are you working with? It's more with hotels, restaurants, tour operators. What is your?
We are very, very strong in having partnerships with the players that also operate in the hospitality sector.
Okay.
We work with several PMEs, with booking engines, and we offer also service directly to hotels and other travel operators. But one thing that we would like to work is to give this pay-as-you-go experience, to have this kind of experience, and this is only possible with the partners that are also working with the hotels. For instance, if you allow me one more minute, when I talked in the beginning about the pay-as-you-go payment, it's the high-end experience that we can deliver to a customer. For instance, the customer begins their holiday booking by browsing a travel website and an hotel in an app, something like that, and find their desired destination and activities, for instance. Once the user has found their ideal holiday package, they proceed to the checkout page and select pay-as-you-go payment option. For instance, if they can add a bank card, he can insert his name, their email address, and phone number. That will reduce the fraud and will increase the monitoring. After that, the user adds the payment method that he chooses, and he arrives at their holiday destination. Then he can enjoy his holidays. All their consumptions, such as restaurants, bars, spa service, will be automatically charged without the need to present a credit card. At the end of the holiday, the user payments platform account is automatically settled for the final amount paid. And more important, the user could have control about the spending. He will know the spending that he has because the platforms today offer that information. So overall, a pay-as-you-go experience offers a completely different approach. And if you add other possibilities, like, for instance, offer a flexible way to pay for holidays, like installments, it could also help increase the revenue for merchants, because if the customers have that option, also it's a very emotional consumption. It could have more revenue about that. So it's a kind of getting all the possibilities and to engage a different experience.
Miguel, it was a great talk, short but great. If our listeners want to contact Paybyrd, how can they do this? Well,
I can share my contacts. We have also our website, but I can share my contacts. I'm Miguel Farinha. You can search me also in LinkedIn. I'm very responsive on it, so please feel free to contact us. And also paybyrd.com, the website, right? Right. Thank you very much, Miguel. It was nice having you here. See you some next time. Okay, thank you a lot. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So welcome, Clément. Thank you so much for allowing yourself to be interviewed for Tourbit. Can you just first of all present who you are and what is your company?
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. So my name is Clément Maës. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Coralium, which is a startup specialized in cybersecurity. We are based in Paris, and we have clients around France and some countries in Europe. And we help to increase the cybersecurity level of small and medium-sized companies like startup, SMEs.
Okay, so it's perfect for an interview. Therefore, can you answer the following question from a viewpoint of SMEs of the tourism sector? First of all, how do you perceive the opportunity for the tourism sector concerning the use of cyber solutions?
It's a simple answer. There is a lot of companies in the tourism sector, and they are dealing with a lot of personal data because most part of their customers, they are personal person. So they have a need concerning the cybersecurity question. So I'm convinced they need it.
Okay, and do you have like use case?
Yeah, sure. So in fact, like all the companies, they need a strong informational system to make sure to continue their activities. Like, for example, they need to use some anti-spam solution to avoid phishing or bank system fraud, for example. They also need to make a strong backup of the data to make some insurance concerning their clients and their customers. And they need, for example, also to protect their Wi-Fi to avoid bad reputation events. For example, if someone is taking the possession of a Wi-Fi in a hostel and is putting some bad message on the television, for example, in the hall.
Okay, I didn't know that. Next question. One of the specific questions that one poses is how cyber could increase the profitability of the tourism value chain.
For this, it can be helpful to make a safer and stronger business, but this is some security, so it's difficult to calculate the return on investment directly, but this one is present. Like, for example, in the extreme part, if you get a cyber attack, and if you are a small company, most part of the time the company is dying after that.
Okay. Which obstacles do you foresee regarding the adoption of innovation like cyber solutions in the tourism and hospitality sector?
For me, this is the same as we see in the overall sector. Cybersecurity is a barbaric word, and usually the people are afraid by this and by the possibility of being victim of cyber attack. So we have to do a strong effort to do concerning the sensibilization of the people.
Okay, to make them aware that cybersecurity is to help them and not to not afraid them with this word.
Yeah, and to prove them that they can do it. It's
yeah,
not
also. Okay, because you think you're small, so you think you don't need that. Or however, it's not true.
Yeah, there is this point also. You are too small, you think you don't need that, but hackers are attacking everyone. But there is also the fact that I don't know nothing about cyber. I'm afraid of this world, and I don't know by which point to start.
Okay, and you at Coralium, you have like a pedagogical way of leading this company to set up cyber solution among the company, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We start with a lot of sensibilization. We help the CEO and all the employees of the company, and step by step, we are putting the different bricks to have a safer informational system.
Okay, perfect. And last question: what are the common misconceptions around cyber security, and what is its true value?
So like we just said, cybersecurity is hard to understand and you need a lot of money to have a safe informational system. This is not true. Because with simple measure, you can do a lot. Like, for example, sensibilization of your employee, because most part, like more than 90% of the cyber attacks they come from the people.
Okay. Okay, so like just to take an example, I am an hotel and I know nothing about cybersecurity. What are the first steps that I can implement through Coralium, for example?
So the first one is to make an audit. So you have to make sure to know everything about your informational system, like which computers are connected, how many computers do you have. It's like doing an inventory. How dispose the television, and how your Wi-Fi secured or not, because people are connecting on bank accounts, for example. So once you do this, the first step of the audit, you can identify your risk and you can identify how to plug them. Okay. And then you have different kind of things to do. You can start by sensibilization of your employees. You can do strong technical audit, like we say it's penetration system test. Then you have to also focus sometimes on certification, but I'm not sure there is a lot already in the hostel sector. Okay, and for, how long does it take? It depends on the company. Okay. It depends on the money you want to invest inside. But if we take an example of a company of 20 people, in 1 or 2 months, you can do a lot. Okay, perfect. So if SMEs that are listening to us are interested in knowing more about cybersecurity, please reach out to Clément Maës. You can find him on LinkedIn. And what they're doing is really helpful for a company to implement a strong strategy to prevent cyber attack. Thank you so much, Clément.
Hello and welcome, Mr. Niemijärvi, or can I call you Ville? Yes, hello. So welcome to this pre-recording of a webinar in the project of Tourbit. Today we are, how are you? Very good, very good. There has been a lot of snowing here in Finland, so looking forward to get skiing today. Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. And it's good always to tell to the listeners around the Europe that we are still having winter here up in Finland. But yes, today we are going to concentrate on talking about artificial intelligence, and especially artificial intelligence in tourism. And third keyword, maybe the small and medium-sized companies is the topic. But do you want to be a little bit tell about your background into this field and what is your sort of point of view to these topics? Yeah, certainly. Well, I have been working around AI, machine learning, and we call it business intelligence, data analytics, all this umbrella. I've been working around a little more than 20 years, building products in different industries and doing consulting and also as an entrepreneur for 15 years. So I've been working in retail, consumer goods, food industry, electricity, and also tourism and travel industry. So I have seen a lot of development in the data analytics and AI field. And I believe that something that has been happening in the few months here has been really interesting and I would say even mind-blowing. So I think we can soon discuss that more. Yeah, I think as there are several topics that we look into in the Tourbit project, and I think we were lucky ones that artificial intelligence is in the news. It's in the talks of everybody at really this year. Yeah. Now, like you said, that you've been working in different industries. What do you see are the special features of artificial intelligence and tourism? Are there some special features that you could mention? Well, I would say that the AI and how AI can be make use of and utilized it goes to all industries. So I see the same benefits and in all industries. But for tourism industry, well, I would say the same. Usually when we do AI projects, we separate 3 different benefits or use cases, like in the higher level.
The first is we want to understand better the business and the customer behavior. We want to make better decisions, so we need better data. And AI, machine learning can give you that, especially predictions. What is the future going to be? Then the second one is when we move forward, we want to usually streamline operations. We want to make more money with less costs. So decrease costs, increase revenue by process automation, by smoothing the operations and making better customer experiences. And then the third part is creating totally new products, new services, new products that are AI supported, or the AI is in the core of the product. And I believe that there's plenty of tens of different use cases where in travel and tourism industry can make use of AI.
Yeah, interesting. And I those three different types of approaches or benefits that you're looking, they are interesting, and somehow do you see that are some of them more relevant to especially to small and medium-sized companies, or can them benefit in more profits in new businesses, or the other understanding their business better? Is there something that you would see more important?
Well, I would say that previously, these years that I have been developing AI in different industry, usually using AI has been bigger companies' issue, because they have more money to invest. It's not free, and they have more data. So usually AI needs a lot of data in order to make, for example, predictions. But there are plenty of use cases for also small and medium companies. Let's say predicting the sales, predicting the demand, for example. We usually every company can have the data and use AI algorithms to predict what is going to be our sales or our booking or our demand for next summer, for example, whether it's hotel or company renting bikes or whatever. And then based on that information, we can adjust our business. Our marketing efforts can be adjusted based on that future demand, or our offering or our resources can be allocated based on that. So sales prediction, demand prediction is usually the one that we start, whether it's a big business or small business. And now with the come of, we call it large language models, that has been in the media also, ChatGPT being the one example. So that is the mind-blowing tool that we have been seeing and I've been using now on a daily basis. And that gives tools for every company, no matter the size. And for a small and medium company, and for me as an entrepreneur, I use it daily to make my marketing material, my sales material, my product description, blog posts, all these processes I can now at least semi-automate and make much more faster for me. So that is very good tool. The translations for different languages, all the material the small and medium company needs to do, or even I have done a marketing plan and sales plan, and how I will do my social media marketing using that tool in a matter of minutes compared to matter of months that I usually spend doing that.
Yeah. It is, I think, it's an excellent example of those, because the challenge, of course, with the smaller companies is that there's so many things that we need to do, and then that the amount of saving 15 minutes out of our 1 hour task is really relevant, because that gives us opportunity, and to the other companies opportunity to make money or so on. That's
exactly.
Yeah. What about then if and I think many of the listeners are already knowing that artificial intelligence will be there, but are there some obstacles or challenges, or what is stopping us, or is anything stopping us, if we like to identify some of the problems that companies have at the moment?
Well, there are many. First, if we consider, for example, ChatGPT that we're now using, there's the copyright issues. Even if I ask ChatGPT that can I use your text that you or the images that we use from Dalle or my Midjourney or different tools that are creating artwork, can I use this in a business? And they will say, ChatGPT will say that actually we're not sure. So you better consult your lawyer. So this is the copyright issue. That's open issue. Nobody knows how can we use it or not. And that's one. If we go beside ChatGPT and take, for example, sales predictions or customer behavior prediction or price optimization that we have done, or marketing optimization. So these are things that need a lot of data, and usually the companies don't have that much data, or the quality of the data is bad. So the predictions and the AI needs learning data, and it needs quite a lot of that. And usually 80% of the AI projects that I have been doing, and there's hundreds of them, usually 80% have failed because of the bad data or lack of data. So I always suggest companies that even though we won't probably, or we might not succeed in the first project, but then we have to learn from that and start collecting the data, start making better quality data and creating better quality data. And then the likeliness of succeeding in the next project will be much higher.
Yeah, and I do agree, and I think in the tourist industry, as many industries, but tourist industry especially, as it is more or less always an ecosystem, a network of players. And I think the use of data, and specifically using artificial intelligence's data, needs new thinking of who's doing what, because there's no sense that all of the hundreds and thousands, and in European level hundreds of thousands tourist SMEs try to be there, but the collection of data and giving sort of that somebody should be the hub or whatever, enhancing and working with the data, and then distributing the knowledge or wisdom that we learn from it, especially for the smaller companies. But excellent. If you would like to summarize for all of the European SMEs that might be listening, what would be the one or two things that they should be doing tomorrow or next week?
Well, I would say that, like I said, AI will eventually, at least now what we have seen last 6 months, AI will probably revolutionize, I would say revolutionize the way we do business. And I would say that test it and try it, and especially ChatGPT that can be now freely used. That is something that I would start with and start testing it. And I'm currently planning a trip to Paris. And I did all my travel plans using ChatGPT in few minutes. So it's fun. It's helping me run my business. It's kind of virtual business assistant. At the same time, it's my travel assistant. So test it, try it, and if you want to go further, then I would suggest that you would look for AI experts to figure out the use cases for you. So we usually start by trying to figure out what is the company's target, what are the strategic goals, what would you like to do, for example, make your marketing more efficient. Then we try to figure out, okay, what are the tools and how, for example, AI can help in this particular target. So it all starts from the business objectives and targets, and then comes the tools.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time, and enjoy your Paris and enjoy the winter in Finland.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, all the speakers, for the great interventions, and also to the participants for joining us today. We invite you to follow the next steps of the Tourbit project by joining the Tourbit community. We will be updating you on the next steps through the community. However, you can already note that in the coming months, we will launch a digital skills program, which aim is to tackle some of the challenges tourism SMEs are facing when digitalizing through the acquisition of skills, and also these startup talks to learn more about successful cases on cooperation between startups and tourism SMEs. Remember, if you want to learn what is your digital maturity level, you can still reply to the Digital Readiness Index. It is available in the Tourbit website and is open along the whole year. All the activities we are organizing within the Tourbit project are open for tourism SMEs, so we really hope to see you again very soon. Thank you very much.